I finally bought a new sport side-by-side, and I've been working on this decision for a year and a half.
I can't even floor it without spinning the tires.
That's awesome. Okay. Take 4 screws off the back of it. You can lift out the back cargo area and gain access to the engine. Big plus. By the way, the firewall comes out too. So this was a win. Marauders, welcome back to the channel. Please consider subscribing, sharing this video with a friend, and liking. And I've run the full gamut between the RZR XP Pro, the Maverick X3 DSRR,
Can't even floor it without spinning the tires.
Honda Talon, great machine. I almost bought a Honda Talon from a very nice dealer in Jamestown. That's awesome. Okay. Kawasaki, I think it's called the KRX, another great machine with another great clutch. Full gambit of machines. At the very beginning, when I posted my video on this machine, I was in an Ultimate, a white and blue. And I thought that was a machine I was going to buy. I test drove that and a Maverick X3 DSRR. I thought I was going to get the Ultimate. At the time, I wasn't sure of the color. Then when I finally got comfortable with the color, COVID hit, and I was nervous about making this purchase when I was worried about the economy and if I was going to survive COVID. And I put the purchase off until things settled down with COVID and my business seemed to be very stable and doing well. When I went to go buy it, I did not like the color of the Ultimate. And please, those of you who have the Ultimate, please don't be offended because I don't like the gray color that they have out at the time. I don't remember the name of it, but it's a very dark gray, and I wanted something bright. My car is blue now, my truck is blue. I wanted to get away from black and gray. And I also came to the decision that I didn't need an Ultimate for the way I drive. All of you have seen me on the trail and know that I don't drive excessively fast on the trail. I don't rail turns. I'm not riding in the dunes. I'm doing northeast trail riding, and I don't go fast to begin with. I'm probably a nervous Nelly, and some of you will criticize me for saying that I'm a nervous Nelly, but I guess I am. I try to be cautious. I was that close to buying a Honda Talon. A dealer was kind enough, was going to put my name on a Honda Talon, and I did that because I follow Steve in our group, Steve has a beautiful Honda Talon with 31-inch carnivore tires. I think they come on the KRX. And Steve is an excellent driver, far better than I ever when I was in a side-by-side. And I said, no, my dealer doesn't handle it. I'm going to stick with something I feel more comfortable with that my dealer has. My name was on, my dealer had a Maverick X3 DSRR 195 horsepower machine, Can-Am, coming in. He had my name on it. I took the Defender that came in, I took the Defender in for service. Didn't feel like it was having enough power. Something was wrong with it. Front plug was fouled on it for some reason. I need to keep an eye on it. And he comes up to me while that's in service on a Monday, and he said, a Maverick Premium came in just the way you wanted it. Because I had asked him about this vehicle, and he said I couldn't get it for a while. And of course, you know, I've had, God, 5 Polarises, 6, 7 Polarises, 3 of them being RZRs, 2 RZR XPs, 1 RZR XP Turbo, and a RZR S. And I had talked myself out of a RZR, although it was my first choice a year ago in March when I test drove those vehicles and I posted the video late. It was my first choice, talked myself out of it, wasn't available. He got this in, I looked at it, took it for a short drive, and I said, this is it. So I'll show you the machine. I'll give you a look at it from the front. The color is metallic sand. It is not an Ultimate, it's a Premium, so it does not have dynamic suspension on it. I think most of you will agree, the way I drive, I'm not an aggressive driver. I'll be fine without the dynamic suspension. But it does have ride command. Gotta love it. So it does have ride command, which is something I wanted. When I was getting the Can-Am Maverick X3, I was looking at tablets for navigation and trail programs, mounts for it, and even though I'm spending a lot of money on accessories for this, I'm spending less money than I would have if I purchased a Can-Am, because I don't have to buy a tablet to follow myself navigation on trails. It has it. I also am not going to upgrade the tires. This has 30-inch carnivores. Steve has them on his Talon. They're an excellent tire, and I'm going to stick with these tires for a while. They're fine. So upgrades were less on this. I'm going to take you through the front, and I'll talk about the accessories I have and I don't have. Number one accessory I recommend if you're buying an ATV or a side-by-side is a winch. I cannot get a winch for this. I have it on ordered. I actually went from a 4,500 pound winch to a 6,000 pound, I think it's 6,000 pound winch, because I could get it at the end of this month. And I don't feel right riding on the trail without a winch, but I didn't have a choice. So I have a winch that's going to be installed here. That should be coming at the end of the month. Maybe I'll do a video on that. I went with a front bumper on the machine. I always do that for protection. I have a windshield that's ordered for it that has it's a vented windshield. I got that because I want to keep the mud out of the cockpit. And I know I'm going to go riding tomorrow and it's just going to be covered in mud. I wanted to show you the machine while it was clean. A roof. All my side-by-sides have roof. I went with a metal roof. Rock sliders. On a side-by-side, rock sliders are, in my opinion, winch is first, second is rock slider, especially northeast riding. Went with the extreme rock slider because I like it when it kicks out the rear end a little bit for around, not necessarily in our area rocks, but for trees, tree stumps. So if you hit a tree stump, you'll slide down it and we'll kick out the machine so your rear tire doesn't hit. I have a rear bumper coming for the machine. Not the extreme rear bumper. I just need a little rear bumper on it. I always feel safer if I'm backing up, if I hit a tree or a sapling. The bumper's there to protect the machine. So I have that on order. I have come around quickly. I have a front windshield coming. I also have the rear plexiglass windshield that I'm going to install, again, to keep dirt and dust out of the interior of the cab. I'm hoping my wife will join me for rides. My favorite storage box, I have 2 of them. One is up there that I got for a RZR S. that was into my Defender XMR and will be going in my Defender Limited. RiFab makes the best storage box in my opinion. If someone thinks otherwise, send it to me and I'll try it out. I don't get paid by Polaris or RiFab to push their product. It's a very well-made storage box. I had this on my RZR Turbo and my RZR XP. It does not fit in the RZR XP Pro. I had to modify it. I made a wood cradle to put in the storage tub of this machine. I'm gonna do a video, post that video probably in a couple of weeks. So I built a wood cradle. You can see it in there. And up in here, I built a wood cradle to support the storage box in the rear storage tub because it doesn't go all the way to the floor. So this is actually sitting on the rear cradle. I didn't want to drill holes in the bed of the storage box so water and dirt would drip on the engine. So it's mounted to the storage tub on bolts here, here, then through the front. I can undo 4 screws, 1, 2, 3, 4, and I can lift the storage box and the storage tray out of the back of the machine, and you get full access to the engine compartment, which is outstanding. Great product from RiFab. This is about $600, maybe $550, but with the options I got on it, probably up around $600. Highly recommend it. I had to replace the struts on it. You can see I got a little bit of a mess in there. I put the foam in so things don't bounce around. Have to do a better job on that. And it doesn't even shut that hard. Love it. Great product. The machine has a rear view camera on it. I ordered the front camera for it, which I'll be able to see on Ride Command. I don't know whether I'm going to get a Super ATV 2-inch insert in the back of the machine where you can put a trailer 2-inch insert in it and a ball. I don't know if I'm going to do that. I really like that. Not that I'm going to tow with this, but I like that insert and a ball to pull other people when I'm on the trail, also to strap the machine down. I ordered the door filler and installed it. Not fun. I think Polaris did a great job with the accessories on the machine. This was a little bit of a struggle. I also ordered the door liner to fill in this area of the door. We'll see how it goes with winter riding. This year, I was so busy 3 months into the fall, I didn't get to ride. And then I hit the trail just last week. I think it's been 4 months since I've ridden. And I'm going tomorrow. My fear is ice. Some features, I'll talk quickly on the features that I like about the RZR. The engine accessibility, when that whole rear storage tub with 4 screws can come out, it takes less than a minute if you have the right Torx bit and a impact, hexagonal impact. It takes less than a minute to take the screws out and take that tub out. Full access to the top end of the engine. So these tabs go underneath this lip, very solid, and hold it in place. And then 4 screws get put in these spots to hold it. So and is this engine access amazing? Amazing. This was, every side-by-side manufacturer should have it where you take 4 screws off the back of it. You can lift out the back cargo area and gain access to the engine. Big plus. By the way, the firewall comes out too. Also, the seats are removable for cleaning. I love that. This panel comes out, which I'll show you in another video, to access the engine compartment from this side for cleaning. I like that. 4-point harnesses. I like that for safety, and I like that they're retractable. Oh, man. I had harnesses in all my sports side-by-sides, and I hated the part that when you couldn't lean forward. I actually think I hurt my back on my last RZR XP because there was just no give in it, and when you hit a bounce or something, it just locked your body in. So I love the retractable harnesses on the machine. We'll go to the interior briefly. The heft, the ruggedness of the Polaris, and I haven't even taken this cover off yet, but the ruggedness of the Polaris is amazing. Look at the thickness of these components, front end components. The Fox 2.5 16 clicker shocks, just extremely heavy duty. And I'm not mocking any other brand, but just very heavy duty. Also, something that the other models did not have is arched A-arms, both in the front and back, standard. Look at how well the the axle boots, look at how well the axle boots are protected in the back by the trailing arm and then by the engine and frame on this side. Excellent. Air intakes are up high. The exhaust for this CVT is, I don't know if it's low or high. It's at least 30 inches high, if you can see my hand. It's higher than the tires. Hopefully I won't get into water that deep. Not my intention. Okay, I think I've covered, well, on the exterior I covered it. Great suspension, maybe not as good as a Maverick X3, maybe not as soft as a Talon, but a very good suspension. Actually, probably an excellent suspension. Probably fine for how I ride. Let's cover the CVT very quickly before I go inside. Polaris spent a lot of time on this CVT. They've had some issues on the clutch, CVT clutch. They had a recall on it. They took care of it. Polaris's customer service department, since I first bought a Polaris in 2006, they have come a long way. I don't even think they had a customer service department when I first bought that machine. Now they do. They're excellent. I took the CTV cover off my Defender Limited as I thought that I was having, that has a device in it that protects the belt on it. I took the cover off thinking that because an alarm came on several times on the dashboard, shift to low. I smelled some rubber at least once or twice. The belt was getting hot. Pulled the CVT cover off. The shims on the clutches look beautiful. The belt looked beautiful. And I said to myself, by the way I drive, I've never, knock on wood, I should knock on my head, knock on wood, I've never had a problem with a CVT belt. I'm just liking everything I see quality-wise, especially this rugged belt. So I kind of felt comfortable not going with a Talon, although that transmission is awesome. I didn't go with a Talon because I thought, you know what, I'm gonna stick with clutches. I've had good luck with it. CVT clutches, I'm gonna stick with that. I have good luck with it. And this is about as good as you can get about a heavy duty sport CVT clutch with high intakes, breathable. I think the way I drive, I'll be fine. You sit more upright in the RZR XP Pro as compared to the Maverick X3. I will tell you that the step up height right here, this is high. This has a high, even though it says it's only about a ½ inch taller than the Maverick, ground clearance, it really seems like it's 4 inches taller. But it really is a step up to get into it. As you can see, once I'm in, ton of room. It's very easy for me to get in and out of. And once you're inside, all I can tell you is this machine almost is like driving my truck. Between the ride command, the center console with cup holders in it, the armrest with storage in it and a plug, the storage that's up here, easily accessible, the storage above the ride command is easily accessible. The seats, you can tip them forward slightly or tip them back. I don't think I'm ever going to do that. The center shifter, it's just, I just fit in this machine very well. Let's crank it up. That never gets old. That's the reverse camera. I also have a camera that's not hooked up yet that will be in the front. Back in the park. Did it tell me that when I shifted? I'm in reverse. Park. The shift dial's there to pop up. Tells me I'm in park there. Listen to the clutch whine. So, very comfortable cockpit. Extremely comfortable cockpit. This was my first choice because of the visibility you have over the hood of the machine and your upright seating position once you're in it. The second thing when you're inside this cockpit, maybe not second, high on priority, is the adjustable steering wheel. Let me give you a shot of that. And you may have seen this. I'll try to lean the camera in the corner. There we go. So let's give you a shot of this. It is just amazing. Amazing. I'll give you a shot looking at it this way. If you can't find a comfortable, it's a little stiff pulling out. If you can't find a comfortable position with the steering wheel, you know, I don't know what to tell you. But it is, I actually found myself driving around my yard with it very close to me and locked in. And I just think it's great. I think Polaris, every side-by-side should have that. Most have tilt, like my Defender has a tilt steering wheel. Everyone should have a telescoping steering wheel. That's such a luxury. It's so nice. I think that's about it. I think you can see the headroom I have. No issue. I'll have no issue with a helmet. I don't know where I'm going to mount a camera tomorrow. If I go any place I mount it, it's probably going to get muddy. But I may bring a camera in here to take some videos. We'll see how that goes. I'm running out of time tonight to get ready. Let's get out of the machine. Very easy to get out compared to other sides-by-sides. So, give you a better view. And the color. Let's do a walk around. I wanted a color that was bright, that wasn't gray or black, and I wanted something that would show up on video. I really like the white and blue. I have to tell you, I thought this was going to be more of a sand color, like a Maverick Sport XRC. I really like that machine, that tan and black. It's almost like a metallic gold, but it shows up extremely well, I think. So I've been wanting, I haven't had it that long. My gosh, I think I've had it, tomorrow will be, I've had it a week. So I wanted to show you the machine because many of you have watched my videos. I did not buy this machine because I thought it was going to be the most popular on my channel. The Maverick X3 DSRR definitely has more than 2.5 times the views of my RZR XP Pro review. 2.5 times the review. I got this machine because it was a good fit for me, and I'm so happy I took that machine in for service, even though my dealer probably would have contacted me, because really this was my first choice. I'm not going to be the fastest machine on the trail. That doesn't matter. You guys know I don't drive fast, but I am going to enjoy the creature comforts of the machine. I'm really looking forward to it. And this is the last time you're going to see it new clean. It's going to get money tomorrow. So, you know what? Let's check my blood. A little high. I did eat dinner, 125. It's usually lower about this time of night. I kind of missed lunch and had a nutrition bar, and I'm gonna have an apple, I think, half an apple before I go to bed, at least an hour or so before I go to bed. But I'm battling diabetes and I'm winning, and thanks to doctors and some very good friends that are helping me, working out every morning. Stuff is starting not to fit. So I appreciate all of your support. Many of you have diabetes. Most of my viewers are in my age bracket, and a lot of you have diabetes and understand what I'm going through. Thank you for your support and well wishes. Some of you have more serious health issues, and my prayers, and I'm sure the thoughts of my viewers are also with you. Hope you wish me good luck with this machine. I can't wait to try it out on the trail. Please, let's respect each other and our opinions. Get out and ride the great outdoors. I should say that every video and I forget. Do something outdoors. I like to ride the outdoors, but you know I like to work in the great outdoors. One thing I forgot to tell you, I traded in, which is my down payment, my Outlander XTP 1000R, not the 2-up version is over there. Kept that. It's a newer machine, but I traded in the 1-up version. Great, outstanding machine. So let's get out and ride the great outdoors. I hope to see you on the trail. Thank you and God bless. Hope you enjoy the video. It's like a menagerie of machines in here, isn't it? Love this cargo box. You're going to hear me say that over and over again. Just love it.